morning to my mathematics lecturer and Chat Career and my team members. We are from class DBM10013. It's great to make this presentation with you, all my team members. Hope that all of you are in a peak of health. And not also forget to wish you all Selamat Hari Raya, Eiman, Arif and my lecturer Chat Career. So, let me introduce my name first and the name of my team members, include the student registration number. Hi, my name is Jonathan. My student registration number is 05DEE21F2002.
Hi, my name is Abang Imanuddin and my student registration number is 05DEE21F2006.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Arif and my student registration number is 05DEE21F2032.
First, so let me make an introduction to trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics concerned with angle measurement and problems involving related angles. It is found all through geometry. Specifically, trigonometry is study about the angle, dimension, and where one is the internal angles in the triangle is about degree. Nowadays, trigonometry plays a role in engineering, architecture, and other fields too. Besides that, there are 6 standard angles of trigonometry ratio, which is sin, and the symbol is sin, cosine, and the symbol is cos, tangent, and the symbol is tan, cosecant, and the symbol is cosec, secant, which the symbol is sec, and cotangent, and the symbol is cot.
In trigonometry, there are 3 different formula in calculation, which is basic trigonometric ratio, reciprocal ratio, and Pythagorean theorem. For trigonometric ratio, sine is used by the formula opposite divided hypotenuse. For cosine is used by the formula adjacent divided hypotenuse, and for tangent is used by the formula opposite divided adjacent. Next, for the reciprocal ratio, cosecant is used by the formula 1 divided sine equal to hypotenuse divided opposite. For secant is used by the formula 1 divided cosecant equal to hypotenuse divided adjacent, and for contingent is used by the formula 1 divided tangent equal to adjacent divided opposite. Lastly, Pythagorean theorem. Hypotenuse power of 2 is used by the formula equal to adjacent power of 2 plus opposite power of 2. For adjacent, power of 2 is used by the formula equal to hypotenuse power of 2 minus opposite power of 2. And for opposite power of 2 is used by the formula hypotenuse power of 2 minus adjacent power of 2.
Therefore, there are trigonometry in every selected areas, and the topic we had choose is about trigonometry in electrical engineering. Trigonometry are used in the day-to-day task for an electrician, which helps to calculate the bending conduits, which is one of the most basic tasks of an electrician, to design a mathematical graph for electrician to use for bending conduit. Conduit is one of the ways to wire a house for electricity. It offers certain advantage, such as protecting the electric wires from damage, bonding to the ground throughout the entire circuit, and enabling the user to add more circuits later on. Although the math is bending conduit is already built into a device called a hand bender, but it was familiarity with trigonometric functions and tangent functions can help an electrician correctly bend the conduit into any angle.
For trigonometry in engineering, it was used for electrical calculation, such as all kinds of electromechanical devices, like motors, generators, and robotic mechanism. The rotation of these electromechanical devices is naturally described by sine, cosine function, and phase angles. So now I would like to start about the part mathematical solution and drawings. There are 3 questions for the solution and drawings. Example question 1. Eiman is an electrician. He wants to bend a conduit offset to install below the beam. If that the height of the beam is 30 cm and the bended part of the conduit is 45 degree, so he must identify x, which is the length of the bended offset conduit. The solving solution for example question 1 is tangent equal to opposite divide adjacent. First, the tangent is 45 degree equal to 30 cm divided by x. X equal to 30 cm divide tangent 45 degree. After that, x equal to 30 cm, which is the hypotenuse side. So, hypotenuse of the length of the bended part of the offset conduit is 30 cm.
For example, question 2 about trigonometry in engineering. Arif wants to make an offset for the conduit, given that the width of the beam is 14 cm and the length of the bended offset conduit is 19 cm. Find the amount of the angle of descent for the conduit. The solving solution for example question 2 is cosine equal to adjacent divided hypotenuse. First, the cosine equal to 14 divided 20. The angle of descent equal to cosine negative 1, 14 divided 20. The angle of descent is 45.57 degree. So, the amount of the angle of descent for the conduit is 45.57 degree.
For example, question 3 about trigonometry in electrical for engineering. Given that length for SE is 16 cm and the angle of descent is 45 degree, find out the height of AB for the conduit. The solving solution for example question 3 to find out the height of AB for the conduit is sin equal to opposite divide hypotenuse. First, sin 45 degree equal to x divide 16 cm. Then let us take the hypotenuse, which is 16 cm, add into the sin 45 degree. Equal to x, and the amount for x is equal to 11 cm. So, the height of AB for the conduit is 11 cm.
After this presentation, I had learned about trigonometry was one of the very useful tools for engineering in their routine, especially for electricians, to calculate the angle, offset, or other kinds of bend in conduit. We realized that trigonometry can use in many areas of fields such as engineering, architecture, and other fields too. Trigonometry helps a lot for every engineer in calculation. I had received 3 questions about trigonometry from my classmate, so me and my team members would like to answer their question. So, the first question is, what is the point of trigonometry? The answer is, the point of trigonometry is the branch of mathematics that deals with the relationship between ratios of the sides of a right angle triangle with its angles.
The second question about trigonometry from my classmate is how many angles of the trigonometry ratio was in trigonometry? The answer is there are 6 angles of trigonometry ratio, which is sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent.
The third question about trigonometry from my classmate is, where does the trigonometry come from? The word trigonometry comes from a 16th century Latin derivative, and the concept was given by the Greek mathematician Hipparchus.
That's all for the presentation about trigonometry in engineering for our group. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, and selamat menyambut Hari Raya.